The Brocklebank Museum, located in Georgetown, Massachusetts, shows how this house has both affected the historically rich Essex County socially and economically. This house started to become historically significant when Samuel Brocklebank arrived and started development in Raleigh. He brought cattle into the area when before cattle was non-existent in Essex County. In June 1675, several Indian tribes led by the Indian chief King Philip declared war on the settlers. Captain Samuel Brocklebank recruited a company of 12 Raleigh villagers. They marched on to Sudbury, where on April 21, 1676, they encountered a large Indian war party. Captain Samuel Brocklebank died in that battle. This house remained in the Brocklebank family's hands for 100 years. Mrs. Brocklebank's daughter sold the house to their stepbrother, Dudley Tyler, who turned this house into a tavern. He then sold the tavern to Solomon Nelson. This tavern has one of the biggest fireplaces in Essex County. It was a common stop for men at around the time of the Revolutionary War. The sign for the tavern was a British soldier. When the British government made outrageous acts and taxes against the colonists, Essex County was in uproar. The people were furious with the government, and when the war became more of a possibility, one night some men shot bullets through the tavern sign. This symbolized how the people were ready and wanted war against the British. They wanted to shoot and fight the redcoats. By shooting bullets through the sign, the people were displaying their anger towards the British. The Littles, who were two brothers, persuaded people to take leather and make it into shoes and bring the shoes back in exchange for beeswax. They led a match into shoemaking in Essex County. This also got people to start building small shops to make shoes. This caused the population in the area to double. Many farmers had little shoe shops adjacent to their homes where they made these coarse shoes during the winter months and off-season to barter for their necessities. The shops were called 10-footers because they were usually 10 foot square. One of these shoe shops can be seen on the grounds of the Captain Brocklebank Museum. Georgetown ended up having the highest percentage of people to population in the shoemaking business because of the Littles and their innovation to the business. During one period, the town probably had more shoe manufacturers than any other town in the United States with a similar population. Other businesses related to shoemaking, such as tanning and curing leather and manufacturing shoe boxes, also prospered. For the shoe business to take off, Paul Pillsbury mass-produced shoe pegs. Instead of hand-sewing soles and heels to the upper part of the shoe, shoe pegs now made shoemaking easier and faster. Is a hidden slave hole, which was operated by Reverend Charles Beecher, who was the brother of Henry Ward Beecher and Harriet Beecher Stowe, author of Uncle Tom's Cabin. is a connection to Underground Railroad, but there is no proof or records of it being used. There is a theory that this was just a hidden hole to store valuables. However, if this was used for Underground Railroad, this shows the culture of Essex County before the Civil War. Being part of the North, this shows how this area opposed slavery and was working to free slaves. All in all, this house has been a prime scene of social and economical events happening in Georgetown. This has helped develop Georgetown and Essex County to what we have today.